Very well.
Very well indeed. So, what do we have left? We have the ending fights there, then the sewer. That's pretty much it. And fight with in the pockets plane. That's no. I want to fight that. It basically there's only one real reason to fight that, and that's a staff you get from the encounter.
Very good.
Little pocket plane fight in a close environment against powerful opponents. With a group of this size, it's a nightmare fight. I don't have any ways to deal with the Lich there. I can't bring down his defenses and things like that. I can't tank the... Someone is going to get killed. In exchange for a staff.
I am ready.
It's a good staff though.
If that is what you want.
Chieftain Dig-Tag.
Now we make stand. Make Firkraag proud he served by stock in Crow clan.
What would you have me? I look forward to it.
A few casualties aren't exactly troublesome to us, as long as they're not total annihilations.
Boy, I'm good. Ready for anything.
I will listen. I will enjoy this.
Where the fuck did you come from?
Oh, did everyone see that? Victory? Unclear. Destruction? Certain.
What would you have me do?
Mind your tone. You have a problem? I will take care of this.
Chieftain Dig-Tag.
You are going somewhere you do not want to be.
Nice. Cool.
At least he had a proper
It
armor.
will be done. What would you easily?
Do they have next? Kazakh.
Ah, you did come. He said you would, but I thought you too much a coward. My swaggling king will have your flesh after all.
Weren't you at my battle with Sarabak beneath Baldur's Gate? Aren't you dead?
Saga took too much for his plate, left us in a bad position. You will find my new master much smarter, and me much harder to kill. Seems Firkraag has a special treat in store. Brought me here just for you. Got a special bug in his craw about seeing you perform. Who am I to disagree if it means I get to put my foot to you once more? Fight, and know that behind Tazog is a power greater than you have ever seen. We slaughtered your miserable hide last time, Ogre. I will take great joy in doing so again.
I will listen.
Seems like Kazakh was much more well spoken in this game than in the first one.
My foot.
Oh, I am good.
I am not some beast of burden. I'll carry no more of your trinkets.
The sewer key, right.
Mind your tone. A waste of my talents. But so be it.
You are lucky I'm here. Certainly.
Happy to help. That's it?
Then I can do
I'm
that.
ready.
Anything that gets in our way will
Two
be
rogue
buried
stones,
in this
quite a lot.
place's rubble. You have a problem. Very well.
You are welcome in my sight.
I knew you would come. Free me and we shall take flight. I think the locks are magical. The mage that brought me had a sort of a key, but I don't know how to get it. Noble pursuits are well and good, but I can't let you throw yourself at Firkraag. Please do not risk your life needlessly. Get the key from the mage and we can flee.
We can achieve more by talking to the dragon. However,
I look forward to
we
it.
can at least start the fight with him being neutral if we take it, just talk it out first. But that's trouble, 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 trouble.
Welcome. You have come as I wanted. It has been an interesting game, but to tell the truth, I tire of it.
Yeah, it's a convenient timing for you to get tired of it when we reach you and have destroyed all your minions. As do I do not even know the reason for it.
For my amusement, for my curiosity, and for my memory of transgressions long since past, all of this spurred me on, but I grew bored with you.
What are you speaking of? Explain.
Very well, an in-depth response. Your fathers are my interest. Your lineage crosses the mortal and spiritual, and both concern me somewhat. Gorion raised you. I know this from my spies and followers. They are subtle when I wish it. Gorion was as much your father as anyone. He was also an adventurer in his day, and crossed my path long ago. Him and his harp of friends. I bear the scars of that meeting. He is beyond my revenge, being dead as he is, so I settled for the next best thing. I can torment his spirit by destroying you. Wherever he is seething.
That can't be the whole of it. Such an old death must seem hollow. I had toyed with forgetting the transgression, though it has not been that long in dragon terms. It was your other father that made me curious, however. You are a child of Ball, with an interesting subject to study, or so I thought. Really, you are not so different, despite your little personal struggles. What will be interesting is your conflict with John Irenicus. That is something I would very much like to see. So I leave you your life. Do with it what you will. What do you know of Irenicus? I will have no dealings with that creature. I am merely interested in your confrontation with him. Yes, that will be something to see. For now, you bore me. I will taunt you no more. It has been such sport that I bear you no ill will. You may go. I cannot leave without Garen's child. Oh, very well.
The brat was but a byproduct of my scrutiny of you anyway. The child has proven no more interesting than its father. I'd finished toting him some years ago, really. It was only your arrival that brought him into this.
His suffering has never ended. You took his lands.
I think he is actually happier now that the burden of leadership has been lifted. Such resilience took all the fun out of his downfall. All that is left for me to do is kill him and take the deed to the land. Here, rescue the child from my servants and feel fulfilled. Do not think it will be easy. I test my subjects thus all the time, and they know that failure is death. Conster, go to the child. If Melas fails to take it with you, kill it.
You made an interesting comment. Karen still has the deed to his land. Do you need it?
Hardly. It is a mere formality. Should the Amnian army ever come to investigate Windspear's fall from grace, my ownership of the deed would stop an annoying battle.
I care not for Garen. No, I don't want to deal with you. And I shall make sure that you never obtain it.
Do as you must. It does not interest me until the future becomes now. If you wish to make a confrontation inevitable, you know where I lie in wait. Now walk away and see your little rescue efforts. Take your time. Enjoy life. You have much to face.
Well, Firkraag is not particularly tough or hard to kill. The problem is, it's only that way you can do it fast enough and disable some of his capabilities. So if he can heal himself, for example, yeah, it becomes a problem. So also the fire breath is basically just going to blast some of us, our guys, the thief and the wizard atoms. The rest might actually survive. I'm gonna need some fire resistance no matter how I think about this. Protection from fire, that's immunity to fire. None of this shit is gonna work on it anyway. I need 6. Haste might be useful though. I'm not sure if dragons have immunities. I don't think they do, because you can use chromatic orbs to kill dragons, so they don't have any natural immunities to spells. It might not be easy, but it's doable. They do have magic resistance though. Mass invisibility is fairly important. We'll go with improved chaos shield and try to cast something a little bit heavier on it. I don't intend to kill it with some kind of a trickery spell. Don't think I have the option even if I tried. Spell, what do we want is to bombard it with breach spells. But he probably will cast some kind of protection spells on himself, so I do need to get through those. Hakiashar is not going to do shit to it. The warding whip might be able to do what we need.
You are going somewhere you do not want to be.
What'll it be?
Kill them all and have done with it.
The fire protection is going to last quite a long time. But there's no reason not to play it now. I wonder if he reacts to traps. The other dragon didn't. They won't do that much good since
Ready for anything.
a lot of the damage came from fire damage. Need to cast something. We're going to basically save and start the fight with a insect plague. Spellcasting within the swarm is impossible, so within the first 6 rounds we are intent to kill the dragon. If we get lucky, he might be trying to even
Happy to help.
cast his way out
to
of
try to
that.
help anyway.
It will not work.
I'm ready.
What would you have me do?
The amount of buffing might seem excessive in a way. However, it's the key to actually being able to finish this quickly.
What can I do?
I will listen, for now.
We're not quite done yet.
That's the best you
Can
can
we,
manage?
can we do the traps?
well.
That's the question.
Hmm. Someone's getting an unpleasant surprise.
Yep.
Someone's getting an unpleasant surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's getting an unpleasant surprise.
You know it.
Yes, sure. Someone's
You have a
getting
problem.
an
I look
unpleasant-
forward
I am
to it.
ready, as you wish.
Not sure how it'll
You are
react
good.
to
I
a
will
spell
enjoy
casted,
this.
so I want to further away. Why do you have a bow, for God's sakes?
I will take care.
Let me help you. Very well.
We need a
What
higher
would you
magic
have me do?
weapon to damage the dragon. Dragon's Bane sounds like a good weapon to use. We want damage,
It will
nothing
be done.
else.
What would you have me do? What'll it
Which
be?
reminds me, we need a magical weapon, Mr. Wilson. And then we
I'll
need
get your back.
mass invisibility. No, 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 no. Yeah, it's actually quite fine. You can do the haste afterwards. I don't actually need to be invisible. I need the improved invisibility, so I have I'm protected a little bit from certain type of spells.
Hmm.
Which means 1 extra attack per round.
I will listen.
Easily.
Ready for anything, I suppose.
So you
Mind your
say.
tone.
I need something to punch. Oh, I could handle that.
The rest should have +3 weapons.
Impressive.
Might even get a backstabbing attack too. Okay. That's a
You have
question of,
a
well, how do
waste
we
of my
want to
talents,
open
but
this?
so be it.
I think I'm gonna try pure damage. He has magic resistance, so the insect swarm might not actually hit him.
You
Anyway,
are going somewhere you do not want to be. Apart, you wave-faced cur.
stone
Happy to
skin.
help. To try to help.
No stone skin for you.
I'm ready.
Hasn't thrown anything interesting yet.
Yes. What would you have? Very well. I will listen. I look forward to it.
Right, it still caused quite a bit of trouble. But speed is the key. Disabled some of our magic. That's about it.
Mind your tone. I am Dorniel
You
Khan.
must gather your
I
party
do
before
as I
venturing
will.
forth.
You do not give me orders.
Yes?
Care to dance?
What'll it be? I'll do it.
You have a problem?
Fear not. I'm watching your back.
You are going somewhere you do not want.
Die quickly, fool.
Yes. Very well.
You are welcome in my city.
Thank you. Now, before I pass out from fear, must escape this place. Meet me back at my father's cabin.
Right. So that's a wrap. We have the sewer key. That would be Illithids as opponents, or the pocket plane. Problem with the pocket plane is there's no way we can easily take down their defenses, because the Lich, the only way to take down physical defenses is Breach, which is level 4 or 5 I guess, and it would be immune to it. So more or less you just have to wait that their defenses run out. That's always fun.
What would you have me do? I will listen. I look forward to
A level 20 or 20 plus Leech cast spells on you continuously through time stops and the like. It's always fun to just say to the team that, yeah, for the next 4 to 5 rounds you just have to sit there twiddling your thumbs and trying to take it. With no room to actually escape either. So we would need certain type of creature summons, especially the anti-mage summons, to just buy time. If he kills them, that's fine. We'll just pop up a new one. Hopefully he'll kill that too instead of doing something useful. There are other enemies there too, beholders, undead, another wizard, one we were really aiming for. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
You must gather your party before
the hell is one
venturing
of you?
forth.
Okay, who's the hero that decided they didn't want to follow the rest of the group? Hira. What a surprise.
You
I'm
must
shocked.
gather your party before venturing forth.
I will enjoy this.
Forward march!
Death!
Haste my foot! Haste my foot!
Oh, for the love of crumb cake!
Haste my
That
foot!
wasn't even close, was it?
Pay for your sins!
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I will take care of this.
What is our situation with protection scrolls? Bad. It's a good place to waste some money. Also need to see Roger the fence in the sewers to buy more potions. I'll report that the dragon is dead.
Victory unclear. Destruction certain. Simple and surge
Mind
free.
your tone.
What did I pick up?
It will be done.
I'm sure it will. Well, now that I think about it, where the fuck is one of us?
You have a
Wilson is
problem.
somewhere else. We forgot Wilson. Right. We have an false dawn or whatever sunray with the sword, so that's instant death to a lich if you get lucky. You might want to abuse that. If we go to pocket plane, the problem is that it's sort of a it's two circular rooms, a small one where you enter and then a larger one. The problem is that the lich pops up in the small room where you are also, so you can't really have a place where you save or have any kind of a respite. But if the lich can be taken out to the full stone, sunray, whatever it's called, we have a defensible position, and one of the main spellcasters immediately played out the fight. So after that, things should be manageable.
You must gather your
We
party
can play the
before
beholder
venturing
out of the
forth.
fight quickly enough,
Easily.
You are welcome in my sight.
My
because it
hardest
can
dream,
disintegrate.
and I have you to thank.
With the creature gone, my lands are free, and the dead that fell before you are avenged. I thank you as they would. You have been a stranger's hero throughout all of this. I thank you with my blessings, and I offer safe lodgings if ever you return this way. Thank you.
44,500 quest experience. Might I ask you a question? Why would I ask? Wilson is level. I don't think level 15 is important for Wilson. Level 16 is. Yeah. Additional +1 to strength. Regenerate rate increase to 3 hit points per turn. You don't really need the natural weapons +3 because of the spell. However, we need natural weapons +4, otherwise we can't actually damage the boss in Thorn and Ball. So that level 25 is our real aim. Not, everything before that is sort of nice, but not really mandatory. Paco -2. 2. -2. Yeah, Wilson is becoming the best fighter in the group. He's pretty much at this point bypassing the others. Attacks per round 3.5. Attacks per round 2. Attacks per round 2. So he is the best fighter currently in the team, and the strength will increase, the enchantment will increase. Uh, he'll achieve grand mastery in his weapons, so the number of attacks, the damage, the accuracy will increase. Yeah, he's the best fighter of the group. +3 weaponry will suffice
A
until the very
waste of
end of
my
the
talents,
game.
but so be it.
I mean, as in the very end of the Throne of Ball. So if we are just the 20 whatever level we needed to be at that point, Wilson will be fine. If not, he's pretty much worthless though. Okay. We need to sell the crap away. We have too much equipment.
Very well.
Have I paid the licensing fee for a city wizard? I could cast spells openly at that point.
Ready for anything.
I have not.
What would you have me do?
There could be a way to milk either spells or just then pay the goddamn it's 5,000 to get the license to cast spells. I don't know if I want to pay it. It's not the money, it's that I sort of want to kill them. It will summon only mages though, I think, so we can abuse that. Meaning that we can basically put the entire group as invisible, as basically even summon the wizards with that, then leave one guy there who's immune to magic to fight the mages. The result is obvious
Very
of
well.
that. They can't possibly win it, and we'll just get to loot some wizards. We can do it again to summon more wizards. I think they react maybe 2 times, maybe 3. And they'll stop sending further people to their
I
deaths.
look forward to it.
The last group would potentially have very good spells for us. I'm talking level 8 destruction spells, or it wielding, that sort of crap. It's probably somewhat random too, so you could get some kind of a jackpot
I will
spell out of it.
enjoy this. Ah, I know a discerning eye when I see one.
Can't identify the sword for some reason. And we do have to make the better armor. What do we have? The plate doesn't mean anything. Dragon Scale Shield and the different type of resistances aren't empty things. We can get through a spell immunities to elemental damage to some of our guys. That's almost never a problem though. Wizard Slayer Axe. It's also non-magical, so that's actually a strength of it. Protection from magical weapons is one of the most common spellcasting defenses wizards use. I think I would use the monk for this purpose. He has ridiculously high magic resistance already. Was it 45? Right. So by drinking a single potion, he can get it to 95. That's pretty much as good as you need. I mean, it's not a guarantee that he won't be affected, but I think there's an amulet that increases with by a few percentage points. I pick it up. I sold it. It would have been in the beholder layer, I guess. Okay, what have I been storing here? Shadow Dragon Scales. Ah, probably should make something out of those. The thief might be able to use it. Aim +7 to hit once per day, 9 seconds. Heartseeker versus... You don't even have a bow. We should hold on to this bow. She's a crossbow user though, so no. No one can use this. Best weapon in the game. Right, I'm gonna shove the wheels and the things we need to sell away. Immunity to magic missiles. Yeah. I think we can manage without that. These things are not bad per se, but they're also unnecessary. Sonic Wave. Crushing damage. Stun for 2 rounds, all in the area. Never gonna use this. Never ever. So, do I want to use this? Immunity to fear. We are already immune to fear. Regenerate 1 hit point per turn, detecting spirit. Double damage versus dragons. I don't give a shit. So, we're just basically dumping most of this.
Wonders I have seen, but I save the best for you.
Dragon Scale shield is not bad, but we have good shields already. Right, 115,000.
I will take care of this.
You must gather your party before venturing
Make the
forth.
2 armors. I'm not sure if
It will be done.
Shadow Scale armor is good for us.
Get your hands off me! Where the Baldur?
I could also use an armor though. Yeah, I have a studded leather armor of non-magicness. Because I have a +1 ring of protection. Right, okay.
I will listen.
That's horrible. I probably sold better stuff quite often already.
A waste of my talents, but so be it.
Probably I've gotten away with it because I'm not really a frontline guy with this one. So it's more or less treated as a mage. And he has the immunity spell, the Iron Skin. Where the fuck are you people going? You're just slow.
Very well.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
This is the question mark armor. Is it gonna be useful or not? I suppose we can get most of our money back out of this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It might be useful later on anyway. Why? Because thieves get to use all items, so even if the thief can't use it now, he might be able to use it later. Or she, rather, it.
Me
Vampire.
timber's bad enough without ye bothering me. Your chattering's starting to wear on me nerves.
Maybe I should buy the axe that destroys undead. Yeah, no one can use it, but again, the thief would use all items can. The entire point is getting around those
I need
restrictions.
a
And
swig
it's a
of some
throwable axe
strong
that
dwarven ale.
just annihilates undead. That would mean we probably can get up to 3 weapons for this team that has instant effect destroy undead in the end. And yeah, and usually it's not really necessary, but if you face powerful undead creatures, you really want to play them out of the fight quickly. Yeah, I can use the Shadow Dragon scale. Shokens. This is extra height in shadows. Yeah, I'm using her more as a frontline fighter, so I'd like to keep doing that. Except I can. Ooh, I can also use this. Am I the only one? That can't be true. Armor class -1, fire resistance bonus. Yeah, because what is it that's preventing our? It's this. So it's basically the same. Alternatively, -7. You can't use it, right? Okay. Unexpected turn of events. But a welcome one. So we have, well, I'd say 5 fairly capable frontline guys. But really, that's just 4. Okay, that was better than I expected. Enough maybe to, well, that doesn't matter. I was thinking of changing the order of the
I
few
look forward
people in
to
the team, but it doesn't make much of a difference. Right. Whether it's me or the monk in the front line, it doesn't matter. He's more magic resistant, so and
Mind
only
you,
have
I am
armor class is
Dornil
one
Thar.
weaker,
I
and that'll
do
change
as I
when
will.
you level up.
You do not give me orders.
Switching places with Wilson is sort of pointless. I suppose it's better if I would be a little bit on the front, I guess. But it won't make much of a difference. Harper and Right, we need to sell away a couple of items. Doesn't matter who gets them.
Have a look at my wares. I trust you'll find them all in satisfactory condition.
We'll have over 100,000 gold pieces. I think I'll leave the sewer and the pocket plane for another time. I'll do the inventory thing I needed to do anyway. I don't think the basically really manage it. What I need is more potions and more scrolls. Protection scrolls specifically. Protection from undead, even more specifically. Usually because we're forced to go into fighting situations where everyone has to be protected. So I want to be able to pull that off at least once, where no undead creature can attack detect any of our group.
Very well.
Wisdom is only possessed by the learned.
Not in this temple apparently.
I look forward to it.
Adventurous Mart is a must visit place. I suppose we should buy every spell too that we haven't learned yet, if I already haven't. Since I have 100,000 gold, I assume I haven't done that. Adventurous Mart should have it, most of it.
I will enjoy this.
There's an additional scroll store in the northern section of this place. And there's a Temple of Illuminator there too. We can look there for more protection scrolls. Mrs. Harold.
You have a... I will take
And
care
who
of
might
this.
you be?
Is this important?
You are going somewhere you do not want to be.
Do I need to buy
It will be
anything
done.
super expensive?
Ribald Bardaman at your service.
I don't want to buy anything that's more or less equal to what we have. I want something good, truly good, if I'm gonna buy it. We can make do with what we have. We can play through the entire game with what we have. So, minor pieces of crap are not wanted. The picture. 2d6 damage to 100 feet. Be useful, but not necessary for us. I want potions of freedom. We certainly can't achieve that through any other means. I can get immunity from fire and electricity and cold through major spells. Magic, not so much. Poison we already have. Petrification usually isn't much of a concern. Usually. And Rod of Resurrection would be nice, but we also don't really need it. And that's all this Purple place has. Right. Well, ooh, yeah, we needed to buy one helm that makes a simulacrum of a warrior. That could be very, very useful, especially if the warrior happens to have some items or things like that we might want to use twice.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you.
This is the sort of crap I don't want. Extra spell casting is nice, but not really necessary. Sensate Amulet, Charisma 8 point, Protection from Evil, not really necessary. Plate, not necessary. Not necessary, and this. Simulacrum once per day, 16 rounds. Who can use it? Well, Hexite can at some point. It's I wonder if that it doubles the trap uses she can have. So we could basically immediately trap an area with the simulacrum and still have her full spell options in storage. Why are the prices so high? I mean, 40,000 for a plate. What's your charisma? 18. So about as good as can be reasonably expected.
Anything you need,
A
I can
reputation
likely
probably isn't all
provide,
that
I
great.
assure you.
I'll buy the helm. I'm not sure if I want to really use it now, but the simulacrum on a non-mage is... that's big. That is very big. I wonder if you can... well, even doubling Melas's casting potential in certain situations could be very useful. Yeah, this item is more of a... not immediately necessarily, I wouldn't say useful, that's the wrong word, but not immediately always powerful, because
Yes.
we could double the sun ray, for example. Double sun ray. Double our chances of getting the goddamn ledge. That sort of thing. Yeah, I think I'll keep it in the openly in the inventory for now. I feel it has at least that much potential. I think some of the normal arrows.
What would you have me? Easily.
I don't usually speak to the likes of you, but hello.
Protection from undead. Am I missing spells? Give me that wish. That's a quest actually. The 7th level? Yeah. Symbol of death, symbol stun. They have their uses. But it's really hard to really use effectively. I'm more likely going to screw over my own guys than do anything useful. Creatures with more than 60 points are immune. This doesn't have that restriction, but it has a 30-foot radius and it affects everyone. It is a death sentence though if you get affected by it, so... we need to cast a limited wish at least once. That allows us to get a minor side quest.
For now. A waste of my
It's something we can wrap up
but so be it.
fairly quickly too. So sewers, a little bit of side quest, and a pocket play.
Very well.
List of things still to do. I might have missed something because there was such a long break I had from the game. But I don't think I've missed anything important, and we are gonna come back to this place anyway. so it doesn't critically matter.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Temple, protection scrolls.
I look forward to
You
it.
have my greetings, faithful one.
They don't have the good ones. I'm pretty sure Temple District had them though.
Kill them all and have done with it.
I'd like to get it. Who the hell is Fradia?
My
Why are you
boat home.
here?
Very well.
Yes?
You have a
No
problem?
particular reason apparently. I need to visit Robert the Fence anyway, which is in the sewers of the Temple District. We can oh fuck me. Forgot about this.
I look forward to it.
How are we gonna do this? Invisibility go.
I will enjoy this.
Not a happy camper about this.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Door is a bit of a
I
pain
will
to
take care
ass.
of this.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Ah yes, and now that I recall it, we've sort of been preparing for him being a pain in the ass to the point that he might even leave the group. Right, so Wilson being the most powerful fighter in the group is a positive thing. One-time wish. Adventure like none I've ever experienced before.
You are going somewhere. It will be done.
What can I do? Very well.
You drunken bastard! Give me back the gong or face the wrath of the mercenaries of Ria Tabin. We shall remain at Delasar's Inn until you get it back. Weasel, scum, drunken lout. Signed Captain Dennis.
Ready for anything.
Might as well start picking Mordekainen's swords at this point. We're going under the temple district here, might as well go and kill the mind players there.
Easily. A waste of my
Mordekainen's
talents,
swords are the
but
best
so be
thing
it.
ever. Cannot be... they're immune to the damage the enemy can do. Immune to their mental abilities. So unless they can just dispel them outright,
Very well.
they can do nothing to them. Alternatively, we face a barrage of mind-affecting effects and brain-sucking effects, so that's no good, really.
I look forward to it.
Looking at the protection scrolls,
I welcome you with outstretched hand.
protection from undead. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure we have the accepted amount, more or less.
I am Dorniel Khan. I do as I will.
Potion wise,
You do
I
not
don't
give
think
me
we're lacking
orders.
too much. I'd like more magic resistance, saving throw increasing potions if I can help it. The type of encounters we're gonna encounter here are not
You
the
must
ones we
gather
have
your
to
party
use them
before
in,
venturing forth.
but tough boss fights, things like that, where you really
Very
should
well.
not hold anything back anymore. You have to get your saving throws to succeed, so the entire battle won't have to be started from scratch. You want your strength to be 24, 25, something where you hit constantly and you hit so it hurts. You need to be having magic weapons plus 4.
Death to all who stand against me!
And each individual is
I
at
command
constant
pure
peril.
chaos! Kind of.
Feed me.
Hello, Robert the Face.
Ah, I know a discerning eye when I see one.
Swarm Giant Strength. Cloud Giant. 20, 24 Strength for 2 hours. That's a good one. They're all good ones though. I think I'll take 2 Storm Giant Strengths. We only have 2 guys who can use them anyway. And we don't have to use them in every situation, but when the shit properly hits the fan, I want us to have that option. Vulnerability plus 5 saving throws for 1 hour. I think we more or less have these covered. Need to exactly buy them. Potions of absorption. Electrical resistance 100%. Yeah, I'd like a couple of those. At least so the frontline guys can be protected. People mind confusion, fear, and charm immunity for an hour. Yeah, same deal really. What's these? Magic protection, magic shielding. Yeah. Okay. And I'm happy with what we have. I think we have all the important phases covered now. So, pocket play, mind players, adventure like we've never experienced before. We do need to rest here. With the aid of the Mordekainen source, we should be able to wrap this up very quickly. We can maybe get a handful of kills and a couple of items out of this. Nothing too impressive. The adventure like none we've ever experienced before is pretty much, well, it just is. It's not particularly rewarding or meaningful, but it's also easy to wrap up. Requires a little bit of traveling around. Pocket plane, well, I think we're going to do a simulacrum on Dorn and try to use the special ability on his sword.
What would you have me do?
Duel that special ability, Sunray. And if we kill the Lich with those, the fight will become somewhat easy to manage after that. Because the secondary spellcaster is not gonna come after us actively, maybe it's not some of the others. Vampires we can easily destroy with the weapons we have, and the Beholder is our only real problem. And I need to buy the +3 Undead Throwing Axe. Not strictly speaking necessary, but we can use it later on. I need to rest.
For now.
I was waiting so I can rest. I do need the Mordekainen's swords, otherwise it's a nightmare to fight them.